Welcome back. It's time for Game 2 of Team DK versus LGD. Much to Lumi's and mine, not so much surprise, but we did say LGD may be favorites here.
I thought they were going to do well. And then the draft as well as... Actually, the draft was fun.
They've done all right with Wisp lately, but that was just not a well-executed LGD game.
DK also looks pretty scary with the early game rotation. This is the third game in a row, the first two being in the opening series of WPC Ace, that they just like to aggressively roam. Like, if I didn't know better, this is the orange to me.
Yeah.
Like, they're playing just like orange.
And even their picks, like, in their opening match, they're picking Sanking as a support. They even they had a Wisp themselves. They went with Sanking. So they're showing that adding Ice as well as Mushi will somewhat be reflected in their picks and playstyle. So
yeah.
Burning, sure, he's like, you're famous for just farming away, hitting as many creeps as possible. We have not seen that kind of playstyle from him in some time.
He's been adapting since even before TI3.
Yeah.
He was playing off lane, he was playing 1v1 solo on his safe lane, so...
Coming to fights always early. Like, his gyrocopter will not... It's always at these sort of... As soon as it hits 10 minutes, he's coming to fights, knowing he's needed to make these clashes work.
Okay, so let's actually go into the draft. It's going to be Batrider and Rubik right from the get-go from DK, and this is pretty good opening here. Batrider, one of his many counters, or one of his counter, is Rubik. When he blinks in, you lift him. And having Rubik against Weaver is exactly where you want to be in terms of stealing that Sakuchi and being able to initiate on both Naga as well as Weaver. So, yeah, it's a pretty good draft so far here for DK.
Yeah, I definitely like what they've done with the Batrider Rubik, and LGD, of course, like you say, the Weaver being able to have his Sakuchi stolen by Rubik is a bit nice little incentive to go with the Rubik nice and early, and being a strong support in its own merit. So LGD, we'll have to see where they go from here. They've got themselves always potential for the offensive trial, and Weaver a good safe lane solo. If they want to play it like that, he can solo mid. I've seen Zhao Wei play it solo mid a number of times. Not really a Yao hero for the off lane, but the one hero just to bring out quickly that was banned out last game in this game, we're not seeing Elder Titan make it through the pool at all. Teams just do not want to have to deal with Elder Titan.
Yeah, Elder Titan just provides so much in terms of the mid to late game team fight. That natural order in terms of what it does, in terms of damage output, is absolutely scary. So we're going to see what I believe to be Xiao 8's Beastmaster on the mid lane? Question mark?
Or it could be, yeah, I guess Yao also maybe would play it if it goes off lane.
Yeah, I think Yao's better heroes are things like Darkseer,
yeah,
Elder Titan. He played Spiritbreaker the other day, which can be a possibility, as well as things like Clockwork and that nature. Also, key band to point out from DK is that they took out Enigma, which is LGD's go-to jungle hero if they want to have one. It's a great support. It's not really goal reliant. It's not like a Doom where you go in a jungle and you can't help your team with sentry wards and whatnot. He comes out pushing. He comes out ganking. It's one of their go-to support, and sad to see them not be able to have that one. They also do pick Enchantress from time to time, though, so if they're looking to get a jungler, that's probably the one that they're going to pick up.
Well, Gyrocopter again picked up by DK. I think if there was stats on, like, even, like, TI3 and leading up to TI3 of their most picked carry here, it's without a doubt Gyrocopter. Burning has played this hero countless times over the last year or so.
Yeah, it's one of the few carries that gives you early game impact, and it's quite item independent. Ursa comes out here from LGD. Okay.
And they don't have the Wisp, so Wisp, you'd say, gets banned out here to avoid the Wisp Ursa. And not that the Wisp is essential for the Ursa pick, but I feel like there's not like any melee carries who get beaten by an Ursa here. Batrider is good against Ursa. Gyrocopter, I mean, in the laning stage is good against Ursa because Rocket Barrage, it's kind of like, if he comes up at you, you just Rocket Barrage and he gets forced back. So I'm surprised by this Ursa pick. Obviously, the one thing everyone's thinking about right now is level 1 Roshan. And LGD, if they go for that TP to the T1 middle tower that we've seen Alliance basically bring out, can that even be stopped?
It can be stopped. If you 5-man TP on the Radiant side, you definitely stop it.
That's risky, though.
Or actually, the smartest response is to not buy any items on 4, buy TP on one of your hero, TP mid, and immediately scout it out. And I think Batrider with Firefly is the easy way to do it. You just Firefly over the river.
Or you could pick like a Clockwork here and go Rocket first. And getting Rocket first on Clockwork's fine, because if you're going off lane, you want to be throwing the Rocket Flare to maybe block the neutral pull anyway. So,
but as an extension to your question is, can you stop it without stabbing yourself? Because you can't. There's no way for you to make that TP and you don't see them there and be like, oh, I just down 135 gold. Like, you just lose flat out. So this is, I mean, I want to say that you could pick a Wisp and make your Ursa work, but at the same time, why didn't you just pick Wisp first? Because Ursa wasn't going to get any attention. It's not going to get banned.
Well, I guess they don't want Wisp. If they want to go for the fastest possible level 1 Roche, maybe Wisp not included in that list of heroes.
If this is the level 1 Roshan strat, which
you want a Vengeful Spirit or something.
Okay.
for Mind-Sama, or the Ogre Magi was used by Alliance.
Well, Troll Warlord doesn't even care about that level 1 Roshan, it seems like, because they're gonna, or sorry, DK, as they pick up Troll Warlord. And I think that predominantly the reason for to pick up Troll Warlord, first of all, he's very tanky, very good at lane. We've seen IG use him very well. Secondly, melee whirling axis is 60% blind mischance on Ursa, and that alone is enough to kind of stop him.
Funnily enough, that level 1 Roche by Alliance was against Team DK as well, at the G1 League Clan Finals.
I just said that, D.
I was zoning out.
Yes.
I wasn't zoning out. I was... Alright.
Just
tweeting.
You were tweeting.
I was tweeting.
Okay. Alright, it's been just heard. It's level 1 Roche.
Yeah, 100%. And DK, well, I say 100%, but maybe it's some mind games here, but you pick a lineup like this, there's some... if you just go play this standard and don't go for level 1 Roche, you have an inferior lineup.
I mean, we've seen what Ursa did in TI.
That's true.
With or without Wisp.
Yep.
It's just a hero that just kills stuff, so...
Alright, well, DK, they versus ball. And the funny thing about that game against Alliance was even when Alliance had the level 1 Roche, DK were the closest to beating Alliance in any game Alliance played in the G1 League. So it goes to show getting a level 1 Roche doesn't really guarantee you any sort of a big edge in the... Well, sort of the early game it does, but if you've got a well-rounded lineup that can come back, you're fine.
But that DK is very, very different from the DK that we were having here, though. That was your well-oiled machine in terms of sustaining and repelling against any push. They were the Great Wall of China in that tournament. Here, I'm not sure. They're definitely a wall that has cannons on the front line. They're gonna come out blazing and looking for ganks. And Troll Warlord as well as Gyrocopter are exactly the carries that you want, because you were saying earlier this is a carry that DK picked the most, and for a good reason. He's a carry that gives you early game team fight. So we're gonna see Earthshaker once again. So the initiation range of this team is still amazingly powerful.
Right, this is it. Look for the 5-man TP from LGD if they want to go for that level 1 Roshan. If they don't, they maybe look to smoke, wrap around.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
TP, smoke, immediately. It is a 5-man TP. There's nothing that you can do about this unless you're TPing right now and it's already too late.
DK aren't TPing. They're going to lane here. They're going to accept the... Well, they're going to smoke up.
It's not quick enough.
Yeah, you don't get there quick enough regardless here. LGD, they smoke just for this small little walk. That's like a 1,000 range walk, and they're like, let's smoke just to get there a tiny bit faster.
Well, hopefully Shatuji doesn't get bashed to death.
If Roshan RNG goes the way of Roshan, then
they're
maybe...
kind of getting there with Earthshaker. Firefly's going to come through. I think they actually could get there in time. Roshan's only half HP.
Oh, the bashes. This is the one thing LGD are hoping isn't coming.
The RNG is just not working out, and right now, here we go into the pit. Mushi's going to be there. There's no magic missile. They've gone for things like Terror. They've gone for things like Aura. This is just a disaster into the Roshan pit. They're going to lose right from the get-go. And Yao, he's got Sakuchi. Well, they don't even need to chase for more. They've already done their job. Kill 2, and Sanchuar down the cliff to make sure that they're...
I don't know how many bashes Roshan got there on the Ursa, but it felt like...
Too many.
Yeah, it was too many. I think if there's like 1 or 2 bashes left, they get Roshan before DK arrived. But the problem is there, Ursa is the, like, 80% of the damage done to kill Roshan is done by Ursa. And every hit that doesn't succeed, he's missing a ton of damage.
Well, so let's see what you're down by. You're down by 135 gold times 5. Literally a courier kill. You're down by a smoke. You're down by 2-3 salves, a first blood, and 2 kills. You could effectively say the game is over.
Yeah. Oh, it's looking absolutely horrible. What's most telling is you look at the net worth of these heroes. Pop up the net worth tab, and you'll see that there's just a huge difference between the Radiant Dire team. From all that TP scrolls used, it's suddenly no one has higher than 350, and it's not from.
Oh, they're gonna go back in here.
I think they feel they have to. DK are ready. They've got 3 heroes mid. Earthshaker's there with a hasted.
Oh my god, this is going to go from bad to worse. Xiaotuchi's going to get back out. He's going to have to self immediately. The Fissure's going to find him. He sees him low. The Fissure's going to be there. It's going to be not a block. He's going to salve up on the high ground. That should be okay, I think. Well.
And Mushi just hovering around this middle lane. This is an absolute catastrophe for LGD China here. There was an 18-minute GG in Game 1, and right now, Game 2, we're less than a minute in and already not going their way.
I'm surprised they haven't GG'd. I mean, this game is just...
They would set a new record. PGG set the 5-minute GG.
5-minute GG, yeah.
Which I believe is the current competitive Dota record.
I mean, this is looking like a GG because you have a defensive trial lane that hasn't even seen a creep yet, and we're 1 minute into the creep wave. And, of course, Ice says, alright, I'm going to just CS away. You can see that he's actually gone for rolling access at level 1 just to get that 50% slow, and they're scouting the range and things of that nature. Don't need Berserker Blood. You need your spells in a level 1 engagement. Yeah. And to answer your question, whether you could stop it without teleporting, it seems like you can. I took Eterna Envy's word to say that you have to teleport. But it seems like if you just TP there, That's enough. Of course, the RNG from Roshan had a little bit of helping out.
Yeah.
Although it didn't even look like it was close because Roshan was at half HP.
Yeah, Ursa was the first one to tank Roshan. I think you want the Beastmaster tanking as often as possible because if he's hitting Ursa, there's your Roshan's being slowed. Your Roshan kills being slowed down every single bash. So you want to try and have it mostly focusing other heroes. Obviously, Ursa gonna have to tank it every now and then, but it was, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that replay and just see how often Ursa got bashed and if it's something which smoking alone will maybe allow you to get there and prevent it.
Yeah, I mean, jokes aside, I think the LGD is still able to recover. Falling into a big lead early is not detrimental as opposed to falling into a big lead late. You know, being down by 1,000 gold is really, really big in the early game, but being down by 1,000 gold 50 minutes into the game is, you know, conversely a big story. So I think LGD, if they just bunker down a little bit, kind of withstand the early punches being thrown out by DK, make sure that the early game as well as mid game isn't as bad as what we just saw, then they should be okay. And it's hard to get worse from this situation. So.
Still looking at this, like this offensive tram from LGD, they don't even have stun on the Vengeful Spirit right now. This is a Vengeful Spirit who's still level 1, has Wave of Terror. This is really tough. ISI's playing the safe lane farmer for once, as Burning is on the Gyrocopter. I think the initial plan for DK is like, hey, let's send Gyrocopter safe lane and do offensive trial lane, but they see offensive trial from LGD, so they switch up the lane. So it looks kind of like ISIS is playing like the 1 position, but this is still more or less your 1 position for Burning, just happens to be in the offlane because of the 1v1 matchup. Yeah,
Burning's gonna pick himself a magic wand, very smart, because you know the Weaver's gonna be using Sakuchi a lot in terms of harassing and whatnot, and Yao's gonna see this stack and he's gonna get himself trying to flag can him on the high ground. Nice attempt here. You can see Burning, he was waiting for that last usage of that flag and trying to get that big Satyr creep, but Yao was on top of that already.
That would have been pretty next level if Burning got that. But yeah, Yao saw what he was doing, so he made sure he got the Shikuchi last here. And all in all for DK, this is a really nice early game start for them. You've got Mushi 1v1 against the Beastmaster. I mean, Beastmaster actually 11 CS to the 16 of Batrider, so not as one-sided as you'd hope for the Batrider. But
considering the level and goal advantage, yeah. It's actually, I want to say Beastmaster has done admirably in this show.
Mushi has been distracted a lot. Like, he had to come over towards the Roshan pit a second time. He wanted to try and help out there. So this is not like your standard Dota game as far as Mushi's concerned. He's been a bit, not rattled, but he's been sort of distracted by the ongoing Roshan.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you see what's going on in the mid lane here, Xiao Ace got bottle crowing. Mushi's got boots and bottles on top of that. So it's not even fair of a lane in terms of who has the advantage. And it's going to be regen respawning and MMY already on top of that. It's so easy in the early game. Are we going to see it?
Lift on the cliff? I think he's got it. Yeah, that's easy lift.
Oh, come on.
I'm surprised Zhao went in for that one, because I saw that lift coming from a mile away.
And you know he was going to either take it or deny it.
Yeah.
What is Zhao thinking?
He kept on walking in, and like as soon as you get close enough to that cliff, like you get around this area here, you get lifted up there, and he just starts chipping away. Nagasaren and Ursa are so low. They just killed off an Ancient, which is a nice way to
get TP back. That's the issue, because there's going to just be a lift.
Oh, no.
Like, he needs somebody to actually...
He can't go for that TP.
You might as well bottle crow here, right?
Yeah.
Because holy shit, he ain't gonna go from anywhere.
Oh, this is this DK. If you're Zhao 8, you're like, man, can we call GG now? Oh man, this is just everything.
I mean, for MMY, he doesn't mind standing here all day long. There you go, teleportation comes in. There's a happy face. Zhao forces a TP to help out to help out Xiao 8.
Oh.
Xiao 8 can TP now.
And that's Burning. Like,
oh, he's gonna lift him up the high ground. Oh my god!
Yo, it's no Tengos.
Don't kill him, Mushi. Just leave him there. Oh my god. LG right now is getting humiliated.
This is...
Look, MMY just put the nail in the coffin. Remember what I said about not making the early game as worse? And I even said it can't get worse than this. It just did.
Completely swagged on right now.
Oh my goodness.
Team DK, if they didn't have enough fans already, have just gained a few, I gotta say.
Well, game is hard for LGD? I don't know. How do you make that comeback?
It's very hard. You've got DK just doing perfectly fine here. All the lanes working out well for them. Mushi going to be building towards his Blink Dagger. MMY's hit level 4. Even he spends all that time like lifting people on cliffs, and he's still getting experience and farm.
I mean, he was part of that kill on the Weaver. So, and you got to ask yourself, what is Weaver Sakuchi next to it? Because was he going to kill a Rubik?
That was a bit tougher of a lift there, because he was actually not that close to the cliff, but. He almost, yeah, he did almost kill Rubik. Rubik got down to like 150 HP there.
But he just saw Xiaowei getting lifted. Oh no, Bruning's gonna go on Xiaotuji. Xiaotuji claps to get a little bit minus movement speed. He's lucky that there's no phase speed available. Gyrocopter has to go for it.
Yeah,
but
and Earthshaker wasn't there for the fissure. It was just a bit out of range.
I mean, I think LGD's just crumbling right now.
Here's your phase boots too.
I don't think they ever was in this position before, and this is like it's okay to say, you know, we have our good lanes and then we're down by 3 kills, 5 kills because we, you know, they just outplayed us in the laning stage. It's hard to practice from a situation of, hey, level 1 Roshan failing, we just got lifted to a cliff by 2 people, or 3 cores are not farming well. It's hard to practice for these things because that shit never happens in scrims, right?
Yeah.
Or it shouldn't happen as frequently as all the other things. I don't know, man.
I feel like this game as a whole is just like one of those Dota Cinema fails of the week. Like they may have it for individual clips. I feel like if you could compile this game into like a 10-second clip, it would be like one huge fail of the week for LGD.
I mean, the thing is, you can't GG out of this if you're LGD because you haven't lost yet, even though you're down by, I don't know, God knows how much.
It's only 3,000.
Yeah,
so
well, without any tower kills.
Yeah.
You haven't lost a game yet, that's the thing. So, oh my God, is this Century going to scout this out? This is so next level for DK if they scout this. Are they backing off?
You'd have to be looking though.
Well, you have to be looking, and they're not looking. It's gonna be burning and getting initiated upon. They have to get burning right from the get-go. They do, the teleportation's gonna come in. That's a 3-man stun. Mushi, he's not gonna fight this. In fact, there's not the coordinated focus fire. Xiaotushi's not running away. Are they gonna go for Earthshaker instead? Now Earthshaker's on the left side. Xiaotushi taking a ton of damage. Is Earthshaker gonna pop out with another fissure? He's gonna have it in 1 second.
A lot of stacks with Rabbit getting down very low on the Earth of the fissure. This is a kill on DD at least.
No.
I think that they knew they couldn't get away from at least 1 kill, maybe. Mushi still wants to go in.
Oh,
Actually,
he's got magic sticks. It's fine.
Alright.
Okay.
Maybe
so
they can get away with
they
that.
got a kill on burning, but they lost gold because a kill on burning is not worth for hero not being able to farm, considering that they're out of HP, out of mana. I guess Xiao is immune to that because he picked up a green on the mid lane and he's farming mid as a result. But yeah, I mean that's a place to start, right? I don't think LGD is thinking they're out of this game. In fact, they're pinging Roshan. Xiao says let's make it happen again.
There's a Radiant Ward getting decent vision around the Roshan area, but
holy shit, that's 850 blink dagger, guys, on a solo mid bat rider.
Yikes. With boots, with bottle as well. So he picks up a smoke as well, so Mushi's ready to get going. He doesn't have his flaming lasso for some time, but regardless of that, he's ready to get ganking.
Meanwhile, MMY having a biggest stack of his life in the neutral camps.
This is all for burning.
Yeah.
Got to invest
Call
in your
down,
carry.
flak, easy.
Yeah. Jairus currently just sitting in the middle lane, realizing quickly that he can't really farm away.
Oh, they're going to give it to Mushi, so a quick 4-staff, I guess.
Well, do they give it to Mushi or does Mushi just take it?
I guess they give it to Mushi.
Right.
MMY getting a ton of...
Yeah, this will get MMY's level 6 as well, so that's the other reason they want to kill it now, is to help MMY get this experience. Oh, and getting level 7 as well, having a maxed out fade
Look
ball.
at this camp, this is farming, holy crap.
Gets himself 3 camps at once, and not quite as level 7 MMY's Rubik.
The battle trance was used for a little tier on the tower
So,
siege.
Ice went for a Vlad. Interesting little pickup.
Okay.
But
not too bad of an item. Just
good against Ursa.
Good against Ursa, yeah. The armor is relevant, the plus damage. And more importantly, that ability to split push. I think that's what he's looking
Zhao, it's
for.
put out in the bottom river here. Being lifted onto
is that cliff?
They're not done.
He's got access, though. You can cut it out here.
Yeah, Fissure going to block him off, and he's dead regardless.
Oh, TP. Is there going to be anything else? There's a telekinesis lift. The bane of his existence.
An axe is getting stolen, so
yeah.
That's a good spell to steal.
Oh, that is very, very good.
Long range, reliable damage.
Yeah, I was going to come in here. If he comes out Manfire, he's going to get one-hit bashed by Ice. I'm going to laugh.
Not going to be the case here.
Man, Ice is denying under the tower right now against the Weaver. Holy crap. DK is just winning on all merits.
Yeah.
There's nothing that they're not winning at.
And they don't care about pushing right now. Like, they get a kill like that, they just go back, farm the jungle, go for some more stacks. They know Troll is free farming bottom lane. Burning's getting decent farm. I feel like Burning probably the one hero on the Radiant team who's not doing all too well because he was in the off lane. He got 4-man ganked. He doesn't really have a lane to farm, but right now they're happy just to have Ice getting that free farm because
he's not doing well, but his net worth is so higher than every member of LGD. So
wow.
it's absolutely fine that he's not quote-unquote doing well. In fact, if you could look at the Troll Warlord, he is just farming his pants off, which Ice is probably playing without his pants as we speak, because when you get a performance like that, you can just take off your pants and be okay with it.
To begin with, I mean, that's how he's most comfortable. I don't know how his current teammates, I'm sure Zenith were used to it, didn't have a problem with it, but you go to China, move into a team house. Are they fine with him playing in his box suit?
top tower is under attack.
How would you feel if you were on a team and your teammates just sitting there in their boxes playing?
We're a team, and where's your pants right now?
Yeah, that's true. We cast with no pants. So.
Yeah, we don't cast with our pants on.
Okay.
You gotta get nice and breezy down there.
Anything to stay cool at the BTS studio.
There you go. Xiaowei, smoke gank with DD, trying to look for the skankin.
Mushi's, yeah, he's the one flying over trees right now, trying to find someone to pick off, but LGD have just abandoned ship.
I mean, there's no reason that DK needs to TP and defend that tier 1 tower when they go for a tier 2. And I think what the Radiant or what LGD is waiting for them to do is make that TP. And DK says, we'll just battle transfer tower. We push way quicker than you could ever do.
I think LGD are right in not defending this tower because of the flaming lasso from Mushi. That's guaranteed to get
No.
off.
DK is not defending top.
Yeah. I think LGD not defending bottom as well is the right decision to make.
Okay.
DK not falling into the trap of TPing for the tier 1.
Here comes the tier 3 push. All out of nowhere.
Okay. Let's see if Mushi can find a grab here. He's fireflied up.
He's going to find whoever that's TPing.
He wants Beastmaster because if he goes on someone else, Beastmaster could just straight up roll him.
Beastmaster exposing himself right
There's
now.
also a Song of the Siren though, so I think until there's a 4-stuff up, initiating for Mushi is really risky.
Okay, perhaps that's why he actually took that big camp, just to ensure himself to get that quick 4-staff.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Burning, I guess he got himself. Is that his drums? No, that's Ice drums. Ice is so rich.
Yeah, Burning's just holding on to a bit of gold here. He's up to 1500, and I imagine you just go towards the BKB first. There's a lot that goes through it, but BKB, even just for dodging stuff like axes, Vengeful Spirit Stun.
Oh, Xiaotushi's dead.
No, this is the one here that LGD needs to be getting some space and farm, and he's got his Vlad's. He's level 7 as well at 30 minutes in. This is not going well for LGD.
Yeah, meanwhile, LGD is trying to kind of flank them on the high ground. We do see Troll Warlord immediately TPing back out. He's quite low. And again, the warding coming out. There's a Sentry Ward just right here scoping the fact that they are going to walk in. These Sentry Wards are absolutely next level. Yeah. They did not scope out the smoke gank up top, but you know,
I don't think it was intended to necessarily scatter the smoke gank.
I mean, it was trying to deward in that spot, but just add a benefit, I suppose. All right, smoke, not smoke. They're gonna just go in. 5-man Roshan. This is like one of those what you call a YOLO Rosh, because this game has gone so poorly that
entirely scattered out.
You know it's entirely scouted out. Beastmaster Roar.
They know they have Song of the Siren, and they're happy to maybe try and go for this.
You can't go on this. You can't go on this if you're LGD. LGD just hope that they get the Roshan and hope. Oh no, Mushi's gonna come in.
He's got no lasso. A Firefly unfortunately wearing off soon.
Song, okay.
That's an early song, but it does guarantee them Roshan because Ursa.
Does it?
It should.
No, it doesn't.
There we go.
All right. They get the Roshan. Oh my God, Bad Red blinking back in, but look at the cooldown. It's gonna be hitting on 4 heroes, and everybody's just gonna melt to the flat cannon. Burning might not be hitting hard, but it's hard enough right now. The Aegis gets melted here, and Yao's gonna get focused next time. He does not have time lapse anymore. Sakuchi going the other way. He's gonna go for Burning. They do get Burning. The clap goes on Mushi. Mushi's probably gonna go down as well. The Beastmaster War and a swap's gonna come in. That's gonna be from MMY Sakuchi from him as well. But
great fight for
they
LGD.
They want to fight.
They knew what they were doing. That the song being used like a tad too early almost helped them out because it meant Mushi's like, man, I can maybe steal this Aegis. Let's blink in, but he put himself in a really tough position. They went down, and LGD, if they can get this T1 tower as well, suddenly, all right, LGD, game on.
Okay, I mean they killed the Troll Warlord, they killed the Bat Rider, they killed Gyrocopter. That's 3 core down, and everybody's alive, right? Did anybody die?
No. Almost Naga Siren like survived about 50 HP from the Earthshaker, and DK just didn't have like all their spells.
Somebody did die, right? Somebody had to die.
The Aegis. They lost the Aegis, I'm pretty sure.
Xiaowei died, I think. Yeah, Xiaowei bought back and teleported back.
Okay.
I mean, that call down like just shredded everybody in terms of how crazy damage output is. All right, Ursa's got phase boots. He's got an Ogre Club on top. He, could kill some heroes right now.
Yeah. DK suddenly deciding they want to go for a bit of a smoke of their own. They're going to go for this T1 middle tower. The 2 supports, or one of the supports with Mushi. Smoked up behind. Mushi does have his 4-stuff now. I don't think he had that during that team fight.
No.
Otherwise, it would have gone very different.
Yeah. Mushi going for this 3-3 skill build. Yeah, 4-staff, Flaming Lasso. It's going to be on DD. DD's going to get melted. And without DD, I mean, she doesn't have Song anyways, but that's one less hero that you had to defend this.
At the same time, they can maybe just try and drag the creeps off the tower and try and keep it alive as long as possible. There's no lasso, so they don't have to worry about getting caught out except by maybe like a fissure initiation. Actually, a Shikuchi lift goes onto Zhao Tuji. He gets blown up. Zhao 8 now also copping a call down. He's going to take a fall. A couple right clicks from Ice. Rubik gets the kill, and this long-range initiation potential with the fissure, with the lasso, and then you've got a Shikuchi lift from the Rubik, making plays happen.
They're definitely making plays happen right now. And while DK continue to apply pressure, Xiaowei has no buyback, but he's going to be back in 10 seconds. But I got to tell you, this tower is not going to survive for that long if they want a battle transfer.
Battle trance is back up now, immediately used, and tower looks like it is going to be glyphed. And they're trying to keep this alive, but I don't think you want to TP onto it.
No way. By the time the TP gets here, it's dead.
Yeah. Well, tower takes a fall. LGD not going to defend this, so only one outer tower remaining in the top lane, and DK just going to happily back off, go back to farming for a bit. I think they'll wait maybe for their next item or two to be up, but they'll be ready to fight very, very soon.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're LGD, you can't tap out, because technically you still have a chance of winning. We just saw that team fight going quite well in the direction of LGD previously to this. But now with the force staff back up, it's really, really hard. Your song literally have to be on point if you're DD. So there's also Ventral Swap as a way to kind of disable or kind of break that flaming lasso. So they're going to bait Yao in the middle.
DK just smoked, and they did it directly on top of this observer wall. They kind of backed off, but they were still in range, like around this mark here.
Right into these guys. And Xiaowei, he's got a war right from the get-go. It's going to be on Burning, but the Fissure that's going to get on 4 heroes. Burning's going to be fine, and as we see Mushi lashing Xiaotuji on the high ground with things like Force Staff, looks like we're going to just disengage with a TP back out. And I think that's okay. That's not too bad of a trade. Oh. Well, if they could make it out alive, that's the thing.
Mushi's still chasing. He's got Force Staff as well. I think they lose the Ventral Spirit here, who doesn't have a TP, doesn't have any way of escaping. Weaver's still around, but yeah, Ventral Spirit's going to take a fall, it looks like. Will be the sacrifice for LGD, but well, if they don't lose anyone else, I'd say this, it could have gone a whole lot worse for them.
It's actually okay. That's fine. But that was a good fissure on 3 heroes, and then Mushi dragged the Ursa up onto High Cliff, forcing him to TP out. Yao, by the way, he's out of mana. He's got Sakuchi thanks to his 15 wand charge. He's got to just TP out.
He's actually just going to go look to do some creep skipping here. Maybe just try and stall this push at the top lane. But this push doesn't need any further creep waves. They're going to get this last outer tower. Battle Trance gets used. There's no glyph anymore, and the DK even just look to continue pushing forward. They maybe go for a tier 3 now.
Yeah, force those CPs from LGD on the bot side. Make sure they come back. They're gonna lose the tier 1, but are they even? Because they're gonna glyph that. They have battle trance, so they push automatically a lot quicker.
Yep, battle trance coming up in 10 seconds, and LGD not in position to defend this top lane.
They're using a drum charge to push faster. Burning using one of his.
No Song of the Siren as well, so engaging into this is so risky for LGD.
All right, where's the Bat Rider? Mushi. Superman, he's coming in from the right side. He does see the Ventral Spirit. I'm not sure whether he wants to lasso for her.
Oh, that Ursa is looking very, very juicy.
Oh my god, there's a lasso with his allies nearby, and Ventral Spirit is dead. Now, respawn time, very, very short, 30 seconds, but looks like they're not even going to push off of this.
They may push the middle lane. The top lane, they've kind of lost that creep equilibrium, but there's a big creep wave showing up in the middle lane, but nope, they're TPing back. They see a big creep wave at bottom lane that they can farm, and Ice is going to get himself a Yasha. He's got 900 gold on top of this. He is really farmed, and Manta Style's going to actually help them a lot as far as pushing and sieging the high ground, having those illusions to add some extra damage.
Man, I think he's just going to go straight SMY.
Okay.
And be like, I'm going to be the tanky force in the front line. I have Vlads already. Meanwhile, LGD is just roaming together. Are they out of smoke just yet? They were using smoke, you know. Yeah, they're out of smoke for the next 3 minutes or so, which is just farm time. And trying to farm against the Bat Rider with Blink Force Staff is just a nightmare. Xiaotuji, I think the item he's looking for right now is not a completed BKB, but a Blink Dagger. You just have to go Blink. Hopefully you could Blink in, kill one person right from the get-go. But you gotta keep in mind, he's doing it against a Bat Rider, who has better vision than him. He's doing it against a Telekinesis Lift, where you Blink in and you get disabled. Yep. He's doing it against a 60% blind miss chance on Troll Warlord. So even if you go Blink, it doesn't do much.
And LGD have lost all map control as well. They can't see what DK are doing. MMY picks up a gem for the team. D-Ward's the lane ward in middle lane. D-Ward's around Roshan. And right now, LGD don't have any vision anywhere on this map. MMY, to me, has been the standout here. Those plays earlier on in the bottom river and some great Shikuchi initiations. He's playing some fantastic Dota.
Mushi's going to find Yao in the mid lane here. No, it's going to be on DD. That's the target because he's got the song on DD. Well, easy pickings.
Yeah, no buyback, and it looks like they're just going to look to siege the high ground here at the bottom lane. Glyph still on cooldown, and I don't know if LGD can defend this.
Well, there's no lasso for them to actually go against, because DD's going to be back in 20 seconds. But it seems like what DK is doing, they're going to wait for lasso cooldown. Once again, no, they're not, because Xiaotuji getting initiated on. There's a lift, that's a fissure, that's a 3-man call down, and everybody's going to be dead. They're going to focus on burning, but there's the mech. Yao actually, well, time lapse off the other side of the fissure, it's going to be dead.
Naga Siren are going to now respawn. Can maybe TP in with the Song of the Siren? Do they look for this? They're all buying back. LGD, they call GG. 17-4. Ice gets himself an ultra kill. This is even a rampage. Nope, he's not going to get the last hit, but Well, that didn't last long. 21 minutes, 18 minutes for game 1, 21 minutes for game 2. That series took under an hour, more or less.
Easy rare, easy life, I guess.
How about that, Lumi?
This is one of the best Chinese teams getting absolutely humiliated.
Yeah.
I've never seen LG lose at this value.
It was embarrassing just because of like the way DK got so far ahead early, stopping them level 1 ROSH and all the lifts onto cliffs. But I feel if LGD will look back and say, look, we had a really bad day, but I think end of the day they know they can play better.
Yeah, I think this is just a bad game. Game 1 is probably the game that they feel a lot worse about themselves.
Look how happy DK are.
DK is like, whatever. Time to go for early dinner. This is just before dinner time in China.
It's so weird seeing like Mushi and Ice 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 with DK jerseys.
We better get used to it because these guys are.
They're around and they're coming to MLG Columbus as well, so they're going to be appearing in the US soon. So,
are Western teams scared of this?
I think if they'll look at the games today and be a little bit scared. I know quite a few of the Western pros are watching these matches, especially ones with Team DK, because of the fact they're going to be at MLG Columbus. But
there we go.
Well, it's got a little bit harder for the Western teams, for your EG, your Liquid. Alliance and Na'Vi are probably not too worried just yet, but they'll start getting worried soon as the date approaches.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that's gonna do it for our first best of 2 series. Coming up next, we have IG versus Tongfu.
Vici Gaming, actually.
Oh, Vici Gaming, sorry.
IG versus Vici Gaming, and that'll be a really good series. Vici Gaming have been on a bit of an upswing. They're playing pretty well as of late, but IG are just looking unstoppable. So that'll be our next series. Thanks for everyone tuning in. I'm Gods, he's Luminous, and we'll be back soon.